a lot of conversations, a lot of people really saying we need this, and not just in Phoenix, but nationwide. This is a big concern nationwide. So at the Legal Tech Show in 2007, there was an open meeting held to kind of gauge the the support of this group, and it was a really good positive response. And so there's a steering committee that drove meeting weekly and kind of developed the whole bylaws and everything and the objectives of this group. And with that, they took what they were putting together and realized they needed really a professional group to drive this. And I don't know if anybody's heard of Smith-Buckland before, based out of Chicago. It's a management group that actually focuses on associations. You can go to smithbuckland.com, read up about them. I recommend it. It's actually quite an impressive group. They've helped form and establish associations for police departments, for technology firms, for a lot of different government agencies and so forth. And they are in charge of the ALSP. This is not a focused effort by a group of vendors. This is not law firm only focused. This is really a management group that's focused on developing a standard for litigation support, regardless of whether or not you're in-house, whether you're a vendor, whether you're a consultant, it doesn't matter. These are setting standards for what people should know and have resources for that. So the Smith-Buckland's proposal was accepted, and in July 2007 was officially incorporated in Illinois. So over the past several months since that happened, there's been a huge growth with the number of chapters. If I go back to that website, and go back to the chapters page. So we've got several chapters already open. There's already been in excess of 1,000 people who have signed up for membership in the ALSP nationwide. A number of large backers for this law firm and IT and as well as vendor support for that. All right. So there's also a members only section, which actually I was kind of excited about this myself because I love having educational resources. For those of you that know me, you might know that I have some sort of weird love for having certifications. Got several, and more than I care to talk about. But the ALSP Online has great resources for learning environments, for webcast recordings that they seek. And one of the primary focuses or rules of the ALSP is that it is not a vendor showcase. This is purely, if you submit a proposal to do a CLE or some sort of learning track, and you try and throw in any sort of sales or marketing pitches in there, it's going to get rejected. Okay, so just because I'm standing here today as a service provider or a vendor doesn't mean that this is my show. This is not. This is a collaborative effort by the community. This is not a vendor showcase. This is really a community effort to really set these standards globally. And so they're looking for feedback from every market. If we let New York and California drive this alone, Phoenix isn't necessarily always cutting edge as much as some of those markets might be. And so we need to make sure that we have our voices heard as well. So that's why I'm glad to see several of you here today.